Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I'm going to review Red Heart Roll With It Tweed. I don't know if this is actually still available, but this is the first time I'm ever working with it, so I just wanted to give a review of it and my thoughts. I do believe there's other ones out there that are very similar to this that you could use in place of this. So let's get to it here. So this is a Red Heart Roll With It Tweed. I did get this from Ollie's at $2.99. The normal price is $5.49, which I don't know how close that is to being accurate, but that's what they said that their price was. If you got it directly through Yarn Inspirations, because this is a Yarn Inspirations product line. So this is a 4 medium weight yarn. It recommends a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, 5 millimeter knitting needles. It is machine washable and dryable. Do not iron and do not bleach. It does say buy enough of the same dye lot to complete project. I think I have 3 of these, 2 or 3 that I got. All of them matched, so I was like, oh, cool. This is in the color Violet, which is very pretty. It's a lot of purples, blues, pinks, brown even. Let me see if that's more to color. I had to turn my extra light off on my camera for it to show right. There's the colors. So there's like a brown here with white, a pink and blue, or a purple and blue. And then this one here is pink and brown. That looks purple on there, but that's actually pink. There we go. And then it just repeats itself. So I did go ahead and get this pulled out here. On the bottom is where it actually was at. Get that, like, did they put the label on wrong? Oh, I don't know. This is 100% acrylic. It's 5.29 ounces or 150 grams, 296 yards, or 271 meters. So I do have my red aluminum hooks that I used in yesterday's video. So we're going to go ahead and chain up 15. I'm going to go ahead and not talk while I'm doing this because I will lose count. So now I did buy probably enough to make a poncho with it. Not something too big, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead. So far not bad, but I might go up to a 6 on the next row and see if that works better. Because this is going to be a splitty yarn, with it being kind of like a twisted yarn with the 2 colors, the main color and then the pink going around the blue. So we'll see how much trouble I have with it splitting on this one. I still might go up a size just to see which one looks better. That's already, I don't know what the heck that's from, but they also had the one with the sparkle in it that I got a couple of that matched. It was the only ones that, I think there was only 2 of those, and that's a thinner 4-weight if I'm not mistaken, but now, Yarn Inspirations they do have free patterns that you could probably find. I could probably find something on there to make with this if I decide not to do the poncho with it. I always immediately go straight to making blankets. I don't know why. You think I'd punished myself enough with making all the blankets that I did for a Christmas a couple years ago that I just finished this from this past Christmas. Well, even after that, because I still was working on it after Christmas. But I made my brother a new blanket because he lost his first one in a fire that him and his wife experienced the following summer. Yeah, so I made them a new one. Stinking gnats. All right, so it's actually pretty. Let me actually move that back that way here. Not too bad. I am going to go up a hook size though to a 6mm. Sorry for the Velcro. Try to make it painless. Just rip it open. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this might be a little tricky to get back underneath the previous row, but we'll see how it goes. Chain 1 and turn. Okay. Actually, the 6 is, in my opinion, is working better, but there's sometimes when, they just give you a recommendation. It doesn't mean you have to follow that recommendation. And some of them don't give you any recommendation and just have, the yardage on it. And that's about it. Well, and the washing instructions, obviously, but I have come across a few that do not have the recommended hook or needle size on the label, and that's very frustrating because then you have to figure out what hook you should use. And that's another reason why I got that wraps per inch tool, because if it doesn't tell you and you do that, you can kind of gauge the normal recommendation that you would get on a label for that size of yarn. Like the yarn that I got to test out, it didn't have anything on there for recommendations or the weight of the yarn, so I did the wraps per inch and found out that it's a 3-weight yarn and used a recommended for a 3-weight, which I used a 4mm crochet hook because I was using a pattern. It was a 3-weight, and I just wanted to make sure that it was going to work well with that yarn, and it did, so that was a plus. All right, so there's the half double crochet row. My tail's getting all over the place here. Still not sure where that fuzz came from. Okay. And then I'll do a double crochet row. Have any of you have worked with this yarn before? Were you able to get some from Ollie's when they had it on sale? Like I said, I don't know if Yarnspirations discontinued this line altogether, or if it was just certain colors, or this color is not really considered violet and it was labeled wrong. There's no telling why Ollie's gets what they get. It could be the wrong label. It could be that they actually discontinued the line. I do want to say I have a pattern for fingerless gloves that use this type of roll with it. I think I was thinking of doing that with it, but I don't know. It's that one skein wonder book where if you've got just one skein, you can look through and see if there's anything that you can make with it. And I have found a lot of things that I can make with one skein. It's really interesting. Like, I would have thought I would have needed more than that to make something, but it's like the scarf that I did for the yarn that I'm working with on getting up for sale on Amazon. I used a pattern in there for three weight yarn, and it worked out wonderfully. I mean, it took what I got had more yardage in it, but it's okay. I just made it super long. It goes down to my knees. If I would have made it double the width, it would be probably at my hips, maybe a little bit higher. All right, so you can see here it started changing to blue and white. So it looks like blue for right now is the main color. I wonder how they change it. I don't want to go that far, but they got to change the blue to the like blackish brown next. You can see that, because that looks like what would be the next color after this one, the blue and white. So I'm going to go ahead and frog this. I'm not going to do any more because that was a pretty good, a 5.5 to 6 millimeter crochet hook in my opinion. And again, it depends on what you're making and how, if you want it airy and lacy, you would want to go up even further to a 7, a 6.5 to even possibly an 8. But that again, that just means it's a more breathable stitch, I guess you could say. I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I don't mind those kind of comments. But it would feel lighter, and you'd have more drape to it, as they say, which I think could be also considered more breathable because you don't have as much fabric right next to each other, so it shouldn't get as hot quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and frog, me frogging. Does anybody watch America's Got Talent or anything like that? I'm waiting until tonight for the next audition night. Looks like it's going to be a good one. I don't really normally watch TV except, well, since my mother-in-law moved in, I've been watching a little bit more TV, but still not a whole lot because there's still nothing really on that interests me. But AGT and when Masked Singer comes on, those are the ones that I like to watch. Alright, so it frogged pretty good. There was no problems with it catching. I did have a couple spots where it started splitting on me, but again, that's a given with it being two different colored yarns that are twisted together like this, and then the blue is actually 2 ply that's together. So, yeah, that's why I went up a hook size to see if there was any difference, and there was. It wasn't catching as much. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10, and that is only because I don't know, and I'm going to look on Yarn Inspiration's website real quick to see if this is still even available. Let's see. Okay, let's go here. I am looking. Oh yeah, if I can spell Yarn Inspiration, that would be wonderful. Okay. Let's go home. No, go away. I hate pop-ups. Roll with it, Tweed. Roll with it? Okay, let's see. Red heart. Okay, they still carry the roll with it melange. Melange. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Melange. Okay, it's a wrapped regular. It's a wrap hues. Got some interesting, that's rainbow. Sparkle, Sparkle is one that I have. That was a discontinued color, I think. Oh, actually, the Gray Whisper is still available. Interesting. Okay, let me get back to where I was going. All right. Okay, so they do still carry the Roll With It Tweed yarn. They only have one color right now. Oceanic. I will go ahead and put that in the description link below so you guys can check that out. They did have other colors, but they don't have them in stock right now. They have a total of 4 different colors normally available. But they only have 1 in stock right now. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one.